Firstly, Kev, it was disappointing, wasn't it, to have the game on Saturday postponed against Altrincham?
Yeah, I think everyone was looking forward to the game, but wasn't to be. So we move on and look forward to the game Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was a shame really that we haven't had the chance yet to try and back up the win at Eastleigh, which was almost 10 days ago now. So that's a bit of a shame that you sort of maybe lost a little bit of momentum there.
Yeah, no, listen, I think we want to keep playing. I think when you've won a couple of games, it's pretty obvious everyone wants to keep playing as much as they can, and no different. We've got one or two bodies in as well, so that helps in terms of squad size. But everyone's been through the same with the weather and stuff like that. So it's right the way across the board, and everyone had the same issues. Yeah,
and you did manage to get a training session on Saturday, but all in preparation for tomorrow night's trip to Wealdstone, where we'll be backed on by another good away following of 600 fans.
Definitely, yeah. Well, we thought it was important to do something because match day -1 on Friday is always light. It being Saturday mean not doing anything Sunday, nothing light Monday game Tuesday. So it's important. We thought we got a good session into them, and we've done that Saturday. But yeah, looking forward to that. Tough one at Wealdstone, who are a really good side, but we'll bring a good following as always, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, just aside from the game itself, you've been able to add another player in since last week. Obviously, Danny Waldron's come in. How pleased were you to get him over the line, and what sort of qualities will he bring to the side?
Yeah, listen, I think it's an area we knew we needed, and Danny, someone watched for a little while now, and his record in the league below speaks for itself. So we'll add good competition to that area. So pleased to have him on board, and I'm sure he'll do well for us.
Yeah, he's another player that's sort of coming up from the divisions below, and in his case where he's coming from sort of part-time into full-time football. Do you feel like that transition may mean it will take a bit of time to get up to speed in full-time training?
Yeah, well, hopefully not. Hopefully hits the ground running, and as goal scorers do. Obviously he's stuff with work as well. We've still got to manage as we go along with that, because he's obviously been in a part-time club and working on the side of that, so we're managing that with him as well. So hopefully next week or so that'll play out.
Back onto the game itself, and we sat here last week where we was about to play Wealdstone at home, and we'd said we'd know them very well after a couple of weeks, but of course that game got postponed, and since then they've lost their manager. So how does that change things?
Yeah, it won't affect us too much in terms of we'll go and play how we play and do the things we think we're good at to the best of our ability, and I'm sure they'll know their jobs, and the players and whoever takes over or steps in will have the same message, I'm sure, because they've been settled and doing ever so well for a long period of time. So will that make so much difference? I don't know is the answer to that, but we've got to focus on what we can do and make sure our levels of performance are good.
Yeah, and just finally for me, where you have had sort of the break as such, you've still been training and been able to get a few players back up to speed. So, is it on Saturday we saw a big training group? Is you hopeful of a big squad to choose from tomorrow?
Yeah, listen, big I think is normal, a normal squad rather than overly big. Listen, I think we'll have a squad that we can choose from, and we'll look at who plays on merit, and what we think we might need to come against opponents, and who's on the bench as well. So listen, we got going to be a long run in now to the end of the season, and we've got 19 games to go, and we've got to try and go at everyone to try and win, and see where it takes us.
Thank you. How are Harry Cardwell and Ollie Coker? Are they training? Are they in contention?
Yeah, they managed to do some training Saturday as well. And had a good session. I think that's probably why it's important that we got something done for them as well. So they've trained again today as well.
And Sander, is it his last game tomorrow? Can he sort of play?
He's fine, and something we're looking to extend as well.
And Danny Waldron, what does he do work-wise then? What's his sort of situation?
He's been finance.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So might be handy around the place.
And injury-wise, sort of how's Louis Lamas? I haven't asked you for a while. Has he had to have another operation?
He's had a problem with his hip, and he's a specialist. So that's going to maybe need something doing to it as well, which for Louis we're bitterly disappointed because he worked so hard to try and get back, and it's going to take a number of weeks to get that sorted. So he'll be out for the foreseeable.
And Callum Powell as well, how's he?
Yeah, he's doing well. He's spending some time up in St George's Park,
Okay.
so he can get some intensive rehab and stuff like that, which will hopefully push him along.
And transfer-wise, is there anything else on the cards or contract-wise, talking to any others?
No, we've been talking to players and trying to get one or two more tied down. I think it's important. We said we want to do that as we go. But yeah, it's ongoing in terms of coming in, not in the foreseeable or nothing right now. But listen, things always change in football, so you don't know.
Brilliant, thank you.
No problem.
You still trained on Saturday despite the game being postponed. How important was it for you that the players still got some minutes in the Lakes over the weekend?
Yeah, I think, like I said, it would have been a light training session Friday. Nothing on Saturday if we hadn't have done something. Sunday would have been off. Monday's light again going into a game Tuesday, so you have a number of players that probably wouldn't do too much, so it's important that we were able to get a proper session in, and fortunately we were able to do that.
You're yet to play Wealdstone this season. Does that help or hinder your preparation?
No, I don't think it matters too much. I think most teams in this league know each other pretty well, and we'll have done our analysis from when we were due to playing before. I'm sure likewise you'll see trends and patterns about how teams play. So they won't have changed much. We haven't changed much, but you've got to perform on the day.
In terms of any more incomings, is there a particular place on the pitch you want to strengthen?
Not particularly, no. I wouldn't have said there's anything in the immediate area that we need. But listen, I think we're always looking. I think you'll get phone calls, you get agents, you get everyone contacting you. If there was something at the right price, right thing that we might look at, I'm sure we will. I think we'd be stupid not to keep our eyes open to everything. But in terms of looking to bring too much in, no, we're not. Don't need to at the minute.
And is this the time of the season where you kind of look towards the end of the season, sort of set targets for the end of the year?
No, listen, we've always set targets. We always have little goals and little goal setting workshops if you want that we do. But at the minute we're like, let's go and win the next game. And we certainly can't look too far ahead and putting everything into the next game and trying to get a result in that.